Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Wilson with LUTV News. For global news today, we will be discussing the British police hunt for a sex attacker in the McCain case, and that investigators found data deleted from Flight 370's pilot's home simulator. As for politics, we will be discussing President Obama awarding Medals of Honor to 24 veterans. For technology, Sony recently unveiled a virtual reality headset called Project Morpheus. Apple has been granted a patent for a wireless remote to control the camera on iPhones. There are some interesting things going on in our local area. The Kennett Square Symphony will delight audiences this Saturday at Westchester University. Feel like helping the community this weekend? The town of Newark, Delaware is holding a community cleanup on Saturday from 9 to 11. Now we'll have Bilal Key with weather.
Hello, Lake University, Pennsylvania. This is Bilal Key here with your 5-day on-point weather report from March 20th to March 24th, 2014. Over the next 5 days, the temperatures will be yet on another roller coaster ride. Thursday will be mostly sunny and windy with a high of 54 degrees with an evening low of 31 degrees with clear skies. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high of 54 degrees with an evening low of 37 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. On Saturday, skies will be cloudy in the morning with peaks of sun in the afternoon, high of 61 degrees, and the evening low of 33 degrees with cloudy skies. Sunday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 47 degrees and the evening low of 23 degrees with clear skies. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 39 degrees and an evening low of 25 degrees with partly cloudy skies. This is Bilal Key here with your on-point weather report from March 20th to March 24th. Have a great rest of the week, LU. Back to you, Josh.
In more serious news, the annexation of Crimea yesterday could spark the beginning of yet another Cold War. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said the decision is primarily up to Putin. A Russian President, Vladimir Putin, is fazed by the various sanctions put in place by the United States. The United States and the European Union do not recognize the annexation, and Russia and the United States relations have been damaged. British police said Wednesday, March 19th, that they are probing the identity of a serial sex attacker linked to a number of crimes in Portugal as part of the investigation into the 2007 disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Officers have identified a potential linked series of 12 crimes which occurred between 2004 and 2010, whereby a male intruder had gained access to mainly holiday villas occupied by UK families in the Western Algarve, stated by Metropolitan Police. The man was said to have sexually assaulted 5 girls aged between 7 and 10 while they were sleeping in their beds. Madeleine McCann vanished from the Portuguese vacation resort in Praia da Luz in May of 2007, when she was staying with her parents. In January, there were reports that police in Portugal were ready to arrest and interview key suspects connected to alleged robberies in the area where the then 3-year-old was taken. An appeal by British police last year for fresh information generated over 5,000 calls, police said. We still need to establish the identity of a man seen by 3 witnesses, carrying a child fitting Madeleine's description, toward the beach or town areas about 10 p.m. on the night that Madeleine disappeared. Wednesday's statement added, referring to the appeal from October 2013, that witnesses have described the man in e-fits as being white, aged in his 30s, with short brown hair, of medium build, medium height, and is clean shaven. In other world news, investigators looking at the flight simulator taken from the home of missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 captain Zahari Ahmad Shah have discovered that some data has been erased from it. Malaysia's acting transportation minister said Wednesday, March 19th. The deletions are not necessarily evidence of ill intent, but experts consulted by CNN said it's relatively unusual to delete such data from a simulator. The files are extremely small and are often kept by desktop pilots to gauge their progress, said Jay LeBeouf, owner of Hot Seat, a simulator manufacturer. One U.S. law enforcer said that though this may not indicate anything, it is a step in the process. Investigators have been looking into the background of all passengers, however, particularly focused on the pilot and first officer. Acting Transportation Secretary Husmuddin Hussain did not say what had been deleted, but simulation programs can store data from previous sessions for later playback. He also did not say who might have deleted the data. Specialists are examining the simulator in hopes of recovering the data that was deleted before February 3rd, he says. After a 12-year investigation, President Obama awarded Medals of Honor to 24 veterans. 19 of these men were denied the awards because of their ethnicity or race. Of the 24 veterans of World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, only 3 were alive to receive their awards. Family members of the 21 other recipients accepted the awards on their behalf. The public is shocked to have learned that a homeless veteran lost his life in a jail cell that was overheated to over 100 degrees, according to the Associated Press. 56-year-old Jerome Murdo was arrested and charged with trespassing in New York City last month. The veteran, who was also mentally ill, was placed in Rikers Island jail cell without supervision. Murdo's window remained closed in his cell, leaving him essentially baked to death. The Department of Correction is currently looking into the case to find out more information. Even more surprising is the terrible fate of Cameron Gallagher, a 16-year-old high school student from Virginia who died just moments after completing her goal and finishing a half marathon. A swimmer and volleyball player, she finished her first 13.1-mile run 2 hours and 19 minutes. Elated after crossing the finish line, which she spent months training for, Cameron collapsed and later died at a Virginia Beach hospital. A cause of death has not been released. Her parents told reporters her death was likely due to cardiac arrest. Her father, though devastated, opened up about his loss, but also about the comfort he feels knowing that she died surrounded by family and friends while doing what she loved. Our prayers are with the Gallagher family during this difficult time. In light of the gas explosion that occurred in East Harlem, New York on Wednesday the 12th, shocking surveillance footage of the explosion has emerged, showing the sheer power of the blast that brought down 2 buildings and tragically killed 8 on that day. In the video obtained by CBS, you can see a man crossing the street and nearly getting knocked off his feet while dodging debris falling from the building. A street sign and a tree tremble nearby as the blast continues, and soon black smoke and a dust cloud fill the camera lens, marking the collapse and devastation of the 2 buildings at 1646 Park Avenue. Investigators believe a gas leak caused the explosion, but their investigation continues. As far as technology, Sony's new project, the virtual reality headset Project Morpheus, will be capable within the PlayStation 4 video game console and will allow users to see and hear from multiple perspectives using 3D technology. Sony is the first major tech company to explore the virtual reality business, and there are more reports that Microsoft is beginning to explore it as well. There is currently no set release date for the Project Morpheus. Apple's next product, a wireless remote to control the iPhone camera, has been patented. The device will connect through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi and have the ability to control the camera from a distance. From the remote, you will be able to take, review, and edit photos, as well as switch from front and back cameras on the phone. Apple continues to improve their photo-taking technology even after receiving high praise for it. There is no set release date for this device either. There are some interesting events taking place in our local area. Lincoln students, get out of the campus and participate in this Sunday night and come out and show your talent at the Kennett Flash. The show is called Welcome Spring and the musical celebration of the season. The show kicks off at 8 p.m. and the show is $5 for students, and you can get advance tickets on the Kennett Symphony website. Come out to Madeline's Wing Alder Theater and support the arts in our area. I'm sure you are bound to have a wonderful time. This weekend, the town of Newark, Delaware is holding a community cleanup on Saturday from 9 to 11. All are welcome, and the first 200 volunteers will receive a free t-shirt. DuPont and Doe are sponsoring the event. The town is only 30 minutes away from campus. Come out and give back to the community. Again, we will have Bilal with weather.
Hello, Lincoln University, Pennsylvania. This is Bilal here with your 5-day on-point weather report from March 20th to March 24th, 2014. Over the next 5 days, the temperatures will be yet on another roller coaster ride. Thursday will be mostly sunny and windy with a high of 54 degrees, with an evening low of 31 degrees with clear skies. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high of 54 degrees, with an evening low of 37 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. On Saturday, skies will be cloudy in the morning with peaks of sun in the afternoon, high of 61 degrees, and the evening low of 33 degrees with cloudy skies. Sunday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 47 degrees, and the evening low of 23 degrees with clear skies. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 39 degrees, and an evening low of 25 degrees with partly cloudy skies. This is Bilal here with your on-point weather report from March 20th to March 24th. Have a great rest of the week, LU.
Hello, Lincoln University. This is Monet Little with Campus News. This week, we will be showing a recap of events that occurred last week. I hope you enjoy. Hello, this is Monet Little reporting from LUTV News here in the Sub Multipurpose Room on Tuesday, March 4th for the Kappa Alpha Psi Careers Fair event.
We felt like it was a great outcome for the students so that they could get opportunities for internships and jobs. We got Enrose, we got Johnson & Johnson, we got JP Morgan, we got Duz from DC. It was a good outcome. We actually got over 30-something people to sign up, and a couple of them got a call, and they will get a call back if they get a job or not, or the internship.
Tau Beta Sigma National Honorary Band Sorority Incorporated held a workout program called Box Your Stress Out on Wednesday, March 5th.
Hello, I'm Chinaya Onukua, and I'm sitting here with Student Government Association President Winnie Mae Washington. And I'm sitting here about to discuss with her student concerns and campus life.
Like, I've been president for a while. It's been almost a year. And, you know, when you first come into office, you're enthusiastic and you're like, you know what, the students are always right, the students are always first. And after a while, you learn that as a generation, as a student body, not just at Lincoln, but also other SGA presidents that I speak to at other schools, we have to take initiative as a student body. So that apathy sometimes fades because it's a sense of responsibility that our students have to take on that we just haven't seen done yet in the general student body. How do we bring that sense of responsibility? I don't know. We're still working on that, which will be a part of my campaign next year. I feel like I want to focus on school spirit. If you have school spirit, you have school pride. If you have school pride, you're going to take pride in every single thing that goes on within this university. And I do feel like that's what we lack at Lincoln, school spirit in everything that we do.
That's true, and I really do notice that.
This year we had 2 entrepreneurship days. I don't know if you attended, but it was in the Sub one morning, and we had people who cut hair, who do makeup, eyebrows, everything. They were in there, and they showcased their talents. And we had people who had their own clothing lines, and they had clothing items out there. So all those people who participated, that whole list will be compromised together. And next year, when the incoming freshmen are coming in, it will be a part of the student handbook.
That's amazing. Okay. Now addressing the issue of a rumor that's been spreading around campus pertaining to President Jennings that he will be resigning.
Okay.
Is that true?
No. There are a lot of rumors that always are spreading, you know, not just at Lincoln, but everywhere. But one thing about President Jennings, he's a man of his word, and his contract is his word at this point in his life. And until that contract is over, I'm pretty sure, just of knowing him personally and professionally, that he won't be resigning until that contract is over.
If I may ask, when is that contract over?
I believe it is in December of 2016, but please do not quote me on that.
Okay.
I think that's it, but I know it's pretty soon. I graduate in May of 2015. It's either that next semester or December 2016.
Okay. So we can expect him to hold true to that?
Yes.
Whatever the date is. All right, thank you, Winnie.
This has been a production of LUTV News. I'm Joshua Wilson, and have a good day.